That was the first unlock, reverse engineering,
Yeah.
great ideas. Since then, I haven't, it's been a decent growth. So I'm at 75, 74,000, getting close to 75. But I found it harder to find the big unlocks. I found it harder to kind of say, okay, now I understand the algorithm. What has remained constant is creating just really valuable content, which people generally would need to pay for other
Mm.
creators, like frameworks, cheat
Yeah.
sheets, checklists, examples, specifics. I tend to want my post to be very action oriented, very strategic, very, okay, I read this, I know what I need to do next.
That's interesting as you say it that way, because I will say that is for me the post that definitely get more love and support is when I'm like, oh my gosh, they're giving this, away for free. It's so valuable. But do you ever get concerned, or have you already, maybe that you're going to give away all your best content and suddenly it's like, why would people even work with you anymore?
No, I think, and this is not something that I learned on my own. This is just something that my mentors taught, is that
Hmm.
you give away your best stuff for free. What I've realized in this whole content game is that what works on social media is different than what actually people need to make a change in their life. Like, this is the whole game about give people what they want, in then give them what they need. And a lot of times the content that gets a lot of traction, that gets a lot of engagement, is just a discovery type of content that then you are able to kind of go deeper into framework strategies when you have courses that they can come into.
That makes sense. So it's more of the giving away a lot of the education for free. It's the implementation side of it that then when you engage with people, that ultimately is where the coaching and the income comes in. So
Yeah, and so far I've tried a lot of like cohorts and coaching where I'm spending time with people. So that has been a huge differentiator between the online content and the courses and the coaching, because I'm
yeah,
there working with you on your stuff. Now,
yeah.
when I do move on to more and more group cohorts or trying a digital product again sometime, I don't know how that would change, and my mind would change at that point as
Yeah.
well.
Very interesting. Yeah, that's a good point. I'll be curious to see too. For you right now, the tech stack that you use when you are approaching the cohorts, what does that look like for you?
Very simple. I use a tool which I call the Swiss Army knife of online businesses. I use Kajabi.
Okay. Cool.
Kajabi is my course platform, my website builder, my email email service provider, my offers and payment system, all of it combined.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I used Kajabi before. I admit I've moved over to Go High Level
Yeah.
now, which is they're very similar
Okay.
platforms. But yeah, no, Kajabi's. I hear a lot of people who like and use Kajabi. It's got kind of it all built into one. Now, for you though, are you using their community aspect too, or do you use something different?
Yeah, I use their communities for my cohorts and
Okay,
my coaching as well. So everybody who I coach also get access to my community. So I'm using their native tool. I'm not using any community tool like Slack
right.
or School or something like that.
Yeah,
I haven't found the need for it yet. Maybe in the future.
yeah, that's good. And then what about for your one-on-one clients? What does that communication look like?
It's all again through that community. Like there's
Mhm.
a one-on-one chat aspect to it.
Yep,
It's like Circle. It's very close to
yep,
Circle if you've had experience with it. So all of it is done through that, and then we have one-on-one calls through Zoom. The other tools that I use extensively are ChatGPT Plus. Then I use Authored Up for LinkedIn to kind of help me manage all my content, have a clean formatting. I use Canva for design, Canva Pro for design,
yeah,
and Loom for recording videos.
okay.
That's kind of like my major tool stack. Obviously, as somebody who has two first languages, my mother tongue and English. I call it two first languages because we studied in English, but
Yeah.
we are still confused a bit. I rely heavily on Grammarly as well. Full disclosure.
That's good. I know I like to leverage Hemingway sometimes to help me, like, I don't know if you've used that one, but yeah, it's like, help me break this down in a more simplistic way because the way I write is not always, yeah, that. So sorry, Artin, were you going to say something?
I was just going to ask, more of a, non like tactical question. When you look back 3, 4 months ago, you're waking up and thinking about your corporate job. Now you wake up, you don't think about that. So I'm just curious, how does that feel for you? Like when you're waking up, since it's so fresh, is there the sense of nervousness? Is it pure excitement? Do you ebb and flow between all these types of emotion? Like, what does it feel like waking up today? Knowing that you don't have to report to a 9 to 5. It's all on you.
A lot of different emotions, like you just said. I was in a very good 9 to 5 when it came to flexibility, the kind of boss I had, and the kind of clients that I was working with. I was extremely fortunate. So it didn't feel like I was carrying like a heavy backpack that once you kind of remove the backpack after you come home from school and you're like, wow, I was carrying a load on my shoulders. So it was never, I never felt that way when I transitioned. What change happened is that I am somebody who can procrastinate very easily. I am not a great manager of myself. So those are the two things that I think I am trying to improve on. For procrastination, I'm still working on it, but I try to reduce like every kind of distraction for using website blockers like YouTube. That's my Achilles heel. And then on the on the side of managing myself, I think what I've realized is sometimes I need to just announce a date to launch something and just
So true.
work from that day, even if it might mean that some not sleepless but some late nights, then so be it. But that's how I've gotten accountability. If it's an accountability on a piece of paper, I can easily move it down the
Mhm.
line.